Reference Department, Miss Meyer. Oh, what have you got for me today, Mr. Larrabee?
Hello, is this the Preservation of Eskimo Society? Yes, I was wondering if you could help me. Connect me, I'll hold on.
Reference Department, Miss Saylor. Yes, I called earlier about that little black sheep you have in the window.
The form of government is definitely a dictatorship, sir.
I was wondering if it had been reduced at this time.
I'd like to get to the bottom of the Eskimo habit of rubbing noses.
Well, that doesn't sound like much of a reduction now, does it?
Well, tell 46 million radio listeners it's a democracy. We say it's a dictatorship.
What do you mean you don't have that information then?
I saw an identical one downtown for $10 less.
Well, it's not a question of whether I'm a radical and you're a conservative, sir.
Isn't this the Society for the Preservation of Eskimo Culture?
These are facts, sir. Well, we'll hire an expert then, or put one of your own people on the problem.
What are you down there, a bunch of dilettantes?
You've got an office full of dilettantes down there.
Never mind, I'll call the Explorers Club.
Well, call the State Department and report me if you think I'm a red. Reactionary.
Because I don't have a charge account there, that's why.
Say, I wonder where Bunny is. She's awfully late this morning.
She was here at 9:30 when I left last night. Golly, the hours she puts in this place.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the reference department, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Miss Watson. She's the head of reference, isn't she?
She just stepped out.
Oh, mind if I wait?
No, not at all. Have a seat. Would you like the morning paper? We have it all. Time, fortune, life, look.
No thanks. I'll just wander about if I may.
Of course. Make yourself at home.
Ruthie, there's one thing you want to learn right now. Relax and stop drooling. You'll last longer. What's he doing up there?
Did he introduce himself?
What are you going to say?
He's so tall.
I don't think he is now.
Did you catch anything over there?
No comment.
Mysterious.
You could call it that. What's the idea?
Do you think he's single? I don't know. Look at his face.
Will one of you girls hold this for me?
I will.
Yeah, just stand over there. Yeah.
Reference Department, Miss Meyer. Are you Mr. Sumner?
Yes, I am. Oh, would you mind holding this, please?
Sure.
Hello? Sumner speaking. No, I haven't. I'm down there now. I'll stop up a little later. Bye. Thank you, Miss...
Miss Meyer. And this is Miss Costello, and that's Miss Saylor.
How do you do?
What's it going to be? Midget golf? Snack bar?
Do you think she'll be much longer?
Who?
The department head, Miss Watson.
She's probably in a conference with her boss on the 14th floor.
What is it you wanted to speak with her about? Perhaps I could help you?
No, that's okay.
Would you like to wait in her office? It's much more comfortable in there.
Oh, thank you.
What was he doing all that measuring for?
Maybe we're getting wall-to-wall carpeting.
Golly, he's attractive.
In a supercilious sort of way.
He looks like one of those men that just suddenly switched to vodka.
Girls, wait till you
Bunny.
see what I snagged at Barnwood's.
Oh, come in.
What's going on
Act busy. You've been in conference all morning.
here? What's the matter with you?
There's an unknown, anonymous character in there, been waiting for you for 15 minutes.
And what have I done?
Well, it's 10:30, and he's from upstairs, and just in case he's anybody who could do anything to anybody.
Oh, really? You girls kill me. I'm not worried about my job. I was here until 10 o'clock last night. And this morning at 9, I was in the laboratory watching a demonstration of the new electronic brain. And on the way here, I stopped by Bonwitz and bought a few things. So really, what are they going
Miss
to...
Watson?
Speaking.
My name is Richard Sumner.
Oh, well, numerologically, that's very good. You've got 13 letters in your name.
Oh, you calculate rapidly.
Well, up to 13, anyway.
You have a very cheerful office. Do you like it here?
Oh, yes, I love it. If I didn't work here, I'd pay to get in. Are you from the story department, Mr. Sumner?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Legal department. That's it, girls. He looks sort of legal to me.
Nope, I'm not legal either. Can I speak to you in here, Miss Watson?
Oh, certainly. So, what can I do for you, Mr. Sumner?
Well, Miss Watson, I didn't want to say anything in front of your staff because whenever I mention what I do, everyone's thrown into a panic.
Good heavens, what do you do?
I'm a methods engineer.
Is that anything like an efficiency expert?
Oh, that term is a bit obsolete.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit of the old-fashioned type. I thought I knew everyone in the building, yet I haven't seen you around the building before.
Oh, I've only been here a few months, just wandering about.
Oh, I see. A sort of migratory engineer then.
Yes, but I'll be in here for the next few weeks.
So tell me, what would a methods engineer be doing in our little iron lung?
Well, you'd be surprised what a bit of scientific application can do to improve the work-man-hour relationship.
Uh-huh. Fascinating.
And, time, as they say, is money.
Yes, so I've heard. Oh, a green thumb. Reference, Miss Watson. Oh, yes, he is.
Oh. Sumner speaking. Yes, I'm in. Oh, just been talking. Yes, we've been having a pleasant talk. Oh, well, we haven't gotten into that yet. No, it's much too early to evaluate yet. However, I think we were thinking along the right lines. A crying need, yes. Well, suppose I come up and see you. I'm afraid I'm interrupting things here. Right, Mr. Azai.
Mr. Azai?
Yes. I'll be back later, Miss Watson. Do you mind if I put something up on your bulletin board?
No, go right ahead.
Bonnie, what is this? Who is he?
What's he doing up here?
What's he want anyway?
Peg, do you got any gum?
Sure, why?
Why not?
Because you only want gum when there's a crisis.
No, just something to keep my mind busy.
Sure, who is he?
He's an engineer.
Oh, that's why he was measuring everything.
Measuring?
Uh-huh. He had a tape measure, and he taped the whole dump.
Maybe we're getting that air conditioning we wanted.
Well, that figures. It is December. Last August, they were too busy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, must be something like that. All right, girls, what do you say we give the company a little of our time? Are all the files up to date this morning? Any memos that need checking?
Could you check these for me, Miss Watson?
Sure. Alrighty, so this would be the Times Index. Here's the Farmer's Almanac. If not, check the U.S. Service weather information, but just use Farmer's Almanac and save time. Oh. And this is from the Bible, Book of Amos, chapter 1. Thank you. Reference, Miss Watson. Oh, Hiawatha? Yes, I have that right here. The childhood. It starts, by the shores of Gitchigumi, by the shiny big sea water, stood the wigwam of Nakamis, daughter of the moon Nakamis. Oh, that comes just a little further down. And he sang a song of childhood, sang the song Nakamis taught him. Wawatashi, little fire insect, little dancing white fire creature, light me with your little candle. Ere upon my bed I lay, ere upon my eyelid I close my eyelids. Oh, yes, you're welcome.
Miss Watson, here's that $5 you let me borrow.
Oh, thank you, Ruthie. You can keep it, if you need it. I don't want it. I'll gladly wait until payday. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, bless him.
I sharpened all your pencils, and the new manila envelopes are in there.
Oh, thank you, Ruthie.
I am glad to stay over any time if you need it.
You're certainly ambitious.
Well, it was hard enough for me to get this job, and I'd really like to keep it.
Well, just get to know the reference library, and I'll be able to recommend you for a raise after the first of the year.
Oh, thank you, Miss Watson!
Reference, Miss Costello.
Hey, Peg, it's Bunny. I have that 10 you wanted.
Oh, sure, thanks.
There you are.
Thanks, Bunny. See me payday. Oh, by the way, I was up on the 14th floor this morning and I saw your boss.
Abe?
Yes, he hasn't come around so much lately, has he?
No, he's been awfully busy.
Did he ask you out to the dance at Scarsdale yet?
Well, not exactly,
You mean no?
but I'm pretty sure he will.
Oh, sure.
Well, because last year he was going to, but then he had to take that friend of his sister's,
Oh, that's right. What was her name again?
Norma Pittinger. Mm-hmm. Oh, but he never sees her. She's divorced and travels around. He never sees her. But I was so sure he was going to ask me to the dance that I bought that dress this morning. Oh, you know, the one I couldn't quite make up my mind about. What do you think?
Lovely, lovely. But isn't it just a little demure?
Well, as it happens, I'm a very demure type. Or at least I intend to be that night.
Well, there isn't going to be a that night unless you do something.
Well, I'm not going to do anything, and I'm certainly not going to say anything. He's the man, and I think you should come from him first.
Well, go ahead and wait, and then one day he'll disappear like my Herbert did. And then you just remember you heard it on this channel first.
Well, Peg, there's something you don't realize. Abe, he's a very devoted brother. I'm sure that once Madge gets married...
Bonnie, that sort of family feeling went out with Wimple Street. If you ask me, Sister Madge is just an excuse so he doesn't have to make up his mind.
Well, I'd rather not discuss it, Peg.
All right, Bunny. What time you want us down at your place on Sunday?
Oh, come early. Say around 4?
Good morning, girls.
Mr. Cutler, good morning. I was meaning to tell you that's an awfully handsome suit you have on this morning.
This thing, why, I wore it all through the Depression.
I'm not kidding. It's terribly smart.
It's just the way I wear it. Going somewhere?
Oh, Abe. No, it's just something I took out on approval.
I approve. Heartily.
You really like it?
I do. You have good taste, Bunny. I wish Madge had your flair. She won't listen to me.
How have you been?
Oh, fine.
You must be awfully busy.
I am.
Busier than usual.
The boys upstairs have been moving in on me with their war dance.
Well, you know, it's just that time for the annual financial reports.
Of course. That's what it is.
It's just their regular annual dance.
Oh, that reminds me, Bunny. What day was the dance down at the country club?
I think you said it was on the 12th. You happened to mention it one day.
What a memory. You're terrific.
Oh no, it's just I associate certain things with certain other things.
Well, the point is, are you free that evening?
Oh, I better look that up. What day did you say that was again?
The 12th.
As it happens, that's a Saturday. I find myself free that evening.
Good. Then you'll come?
Oh, certainly. Let me just mark that down so I don't forget.
Oh, by the way, why don't you wear that dress?
Oh, you don't think it's too demure?
No. Perfect. By the way, my sister, Madge, and this young man will be coming with us.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
And, he's a man, about 40, well enough off, and they seem very interested in each other.
Oh, wonderful. Well, what I mean is, do you think anything will come of it?
I hope so. Madge is no baby.
No, she's marriageable.
I guess we all are.
Heard from Norma Pittinger lately?
Yes, I got a card from Florida. Says I ought to come down and spend some time in the sun.
Oh, well, I was down there around this time in '51. It was so cold I couldn't get in the water, so I just sat on the beach all day and shivered.
Get any color?
Sure, if you like the color blue.
Oh, I've got to run, Bunny. I will pick you up to drive up together to Scarsdale on the 11th.
The 12th.
No, you'll come for the weekend.
I will.
Of course. Goodbye, girls. Always a pleasure to see your freshly scrubbed, smiling faces. And remember our motto, be on time, do your work, and be down at the bar at 5:30.
Well,
Well, what?
did he or didn't he? What happened?
Oh, Peggy asked me.
Buddy, I'm so happy for you.
And not only that, we're going down to Scarsdale for the weekend.
Oh, marvelous. You can really make time on a weekend.
I can get to know Madge a little better, too.
Oh, Madge, watch out for that sister.
Oh, Peg, she's awfully nice.
Well, I don't care how nice she is. She's the opposition. She's got him, and you want him.
Well, apparently she has a man. He's not too rich, but he's pretty well off. And Abe thinks it's serious.
Well, that's good, but tell me, does Sister Madge still make all her own clothes?
Yes,
And does she still have peplums on everything?
I suppose so.
Well, then I don't care how interested any man is in her. If she shows up in one of her do-it-yourself numbers, you're dead.
That's ridiculous.
No, I'm not kidding. If she doesn't burn that wardrobe and bury it, you haven't got a chance because you know he will not get married until his little sister is often married.
Peg, you're terrible. Operator, I want to get to Scarsdale. Scarsdale 43626. Charge it to Bunny Watson. Hello? Hello, Madge. Oh, this is Bunny. It's wonderful to hear your voice. I was in Bonwitz the other day, and I saw this dress, and I thought it was perfect for the country club dance. And I said to myself, that's Madge Cutler if I ever saw her. No, it doesn't have any peplums. It's more of a princess line. Oh, I see. You're making it right now. Well, what color is it? I wouldn't want to clash. Oh, puce. Oh, that goes with anything. Are you sure you wouldn't want me to just send this dress on approval? Oh, of course, Madge. Yes. Well, puce just goes wonderful with your coloring. I'm sure it'll look beautifully. All right, well, it's just an idea. Bye, Madge. Oh, heavens. Puce!
Coffee break, girls. We better hurry if we want a seat at the counter.
Can I get you a coffee and a Danish bunny?
Oh, no Danish.
You want me to tell you how to handle Frank?
Oh, if I see him at the luncheonette, I won't even speak with him.
Is Ruthie gone?
Oh, she just stepped out.
I'll leave a note on her desk.
Say, Miss Watson.
Oh, hello. How's everything in the legal department?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't been down to see me in quite some time. No new gossip? None of the vice presidents getting divorces or anything?
No, but I did hear something that concerns you, personally.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard I'm engaged to be married, have you?
No. Are you?
No. And if you hear anything like that, you be sure to come and find me straight away. And be sure to get the name of the man, too.
No, I was in personnel this morning.
You were where?
Personnel on the 9th floor. I was checking on an insurance policy, and while I was down there, they called down from the executive floor for your personnel file.
They did.
I don't want to worry you or anything.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
You know it's something when they call down for someone's personnel file from the executive floor.
Did you hear who sent for it? I'm sure it's nothing.
Miss Watson, when they call for those folders, it usually means they're adding up the severance pay.
Well, you know what I think it is. I'm changing my insurance over to the group plan, and they probably needed my file for the information.
Well, maybe.
I'm sure that's what.
Yeah, probably so.
I'm glad you told me.
Well, I didn't want to worry you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Well, that's why I rushed down.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Well, anytime. You are welcome.
Yeah. Reference, Miss Watson. Would you hold for one moment? Reference, Miss Watson. Oh, yes, of course.
Miss Watson, is it all right if I use this desk for a minute?
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Mr. Sumner. Would you be able to take the line on 3?
Oh, certainly.
Thank you. Yes, of course. Let me just jot that information down, and I'll have it for you in a second.
Reference department, Mr. Sumner. No, not right now. Can I help you? I'm sorry, what was that again? Oh, let me get a pencil, will you? Okay, now shoot. 3995 black cocktail sheath. Got it. Will do.
Was it anything important?
Miss Watson, who is this?
Oh, that's the trademark. She's been with the company ever since it started, about 50 years ago. It's a wonder you haven't recognized her. She's wearing her hair differently now. Yes, I have that information for you. I'll send it down by mail service. You're welcome.
Is it all right if I check a few things in your library?
Oh, go right ahead.
Well, Ruthie, I just don't think you need them.
Well, I don't see why not. Everyone else is wearing them.
Well, it's up to you. I simply don't think you need them.
Well, I don't think they should be too prominent or anything. But on a date, I think I need them.
Hello.
Oh,
Kenny.
Say, Miss Watson, do you have a Mr. Sumner down here?
Oh, yes, we do. Mr. Sumner, would you be able to take something down for me?
Of course, at your service.
Thank you. Oh, this is Kenny, our mail boy.
Oh, hello. You have something for me?
Yes. Would you sign this slip over here right besides your name? And Mr. Azai's secretary told me that these personal files should be delivered to the person after you are done signing them.
Right.
There you are.
Oh, okay.
Kenny, did you just deliver personnel files to him?
Oh, yeah. Looks like bad news for somebody.
Bonnie, what is this? Is there something going on we should know about?
Oh, no, nothing. There's nothing going on at all. Nothing.
Oh, Miss Watson, can I see you a moment?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Cutler. Come right in. Abe, who is this Mr. Richard Sumner?
Mr. Azai's nephew. He's that boy responsible for the shakeup down in payroll and accounting.
He's the one.
Yes. He installed one of those new electronic brains down there,
An Emirac.
and then half the department disappeared.
Emirac.
Emirac? Is that what it's called?
Yes, it stands for Electromagnetic Memory and Research Arithmetical Calculator.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, no, I've been doing some research on it for Mr. Azai.
You've been what?
Yes, he asked me to research the whole thing.
So the old boy asked you without consulting me.
Huh. That's strange. He's never done that before, has he?
After that shakeup down in payroll and accounting.
What happened after that shakeup, Abe? Did many people lose their jobs?
Miss Lauchheimer handed in her resignation Thursday.
Oh no. What about the girls? What's gonna happen to them, Abe? I mean, Peg, she's been here for forever. And Sadel, she waited 1.5 years to get in here. And Ruthie, she's like my baby. What's gonna happen to them?
Now, Bunny, try not to worry.
But it gives you such a funny feeling. I mean, I thought I was a fixture around here. I thought I went with the building.
Nothing's that certain around here. Now, Bunny, try not to worry. I'll try and get the real dope.
Oh, would you, Abe?
Of course. I'll have a chance to talk to Mr. Azai about it on the plane tomorrow.
Lane?
Yes, we're going to Chicago for a couple of weeks.
When?
Tomorrow. So I guess we're gonna have to skip the dance this year, Bunny. I'm sorry, I was really looking forward to it.
As was I.
But you do understand?
Oh, yes, of course. It isn't your fault. It's business.
Thanks. I knew I could rely on you. I'll call you when I get back. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, Mr. Cutler.
Oh, Kenny, are you on mail service this afternoon?
Oh, yes, Miss Watson, I am.
Oh, perfect. Would you be able to take this back to Bonwitz for me and tell them to credit to my account? And then tell them that I'll be back around this time next year to make another selection.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Watson, may I see you for a minute?
Certainly.
Alternating frequencies in the magnetic. Are you electronically minded?
No, just a little light reading at bedtime.
I didn't know you were electronically minded.
Oh, sure, I can run up a dynamo while I'm waiting for my nails to dry.
No, now, seriously.
Well, I've been doing some research on Emmerach and those girls.
Have you watched them in operation?
Just this morning, as a matter of fact.
Did you see it translate from the Russian and Chinese?
Oh, I saw it do everything. It's kind of spooky.
Yes, it does give you the feeling that maybe, just maybe, people are a little bit outmoded.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't be surprised if they quit making them.
Miss Watson, Emmerach is not a subject for levity.
Oh, I agree.
We've installed one down in payroll and accounting, and it does in 4 hours what it formerly took 36 employees a full 40-hour week to do.
And I wonder how the employees feel about that.
Oh, well, you get a lot of resistance to anything as new as this.
Well, that machine couldn't do the work that we do. You see, we don't...
Oh, yes, it could.
Well, we don't have a lot of room for cross-references, so this department pretty much has to rely on the good memories of those in it, and I'd match my memory on that machine's any day.
That's a fairly idle boast, isn't it?
Is it?
There was a lady down in payroll and accounting, a Mrs. Lauchheimer, who felt that the operation of that whole office down there depended on her memory and her judgment. I think I managed to prove to her that she wasn't quite that indispensable. How long have you worked here, Miss Watson?
11 years, and I've been office manager for 7 of them.
And what was your training for this type of work?
Just a course at the University of Columbia. Is this a job interview? I mean, I would have had my hair done or something.
Just getting the vital statistics.
Oh, well, in that case, both of my parents were teachers, so we weren't that well off. I've read every New York newspaper backwards and forwards for the past 15 years. I only drink champagne when I'm lucky enough to get it. I've never smoked, and I have a very, very hard time finding shoes in my width.
I have a personality questionnaire here that several of the other department heads have answered. These things can seem a little silly, but you'd be amazed at what they tell us about general intelligence, adaptability, deductive powers, and, well, it might be a bit of a tease for your memory.
Oh, a tease?
Just answer whatever comes into your mind. I mean, don't dwell on the questions.
Oh no.
Often, when we meet people for the first time, some physical characteristic strikes us. What's the first thing you notice in a person?
Whether or not the person's male or female?
Now, this is a little mathematical problem. A train started out at Grand Central with 17 passengers and a crew of 9. At 125th Street, 4 got off and 9 got on. At White Plains, 3 got off and 1 got on. At Chappaqua, 9 got off and 4 got on. And at each successive stop thereafter, nobody got off and nobody got on until the train reached its next to last stop, where 5 people got off and 1 got on. Then it reached the terminal.
Oh, that's easy. 11 passengers and a crew of 9.
No, that's not the question.
Oh,
How many people got off at Chappaqua?
9.
That's correct. How did you happen to get that?
Spooky, isn't it? Did you also know that there's 9 letters in Chappaqua?
Are you accustomed to associating words with the number of letters they contain?
Well, I associate many things with many things.
I see.
Aren't you going to ask me how many got off at White Plains? 3.
But there are 10 letters in White Plains.
No, 11.
I stand corrected.
I've only ever been to White Plains 3 times in my whole life.
Well, suppose you'd only been there twice.
But I wasn't. I was there 3 times.
Very well. We'll move on to something else.
Oh, ask me how many people got off at Cruton Falls.
There is no Cruton Falls mentioned in the question.
No, but it's the second to last stop on that line anyway.
Do you notice anything unusual about the following sentence? Able was I ere I saw Elba.
No, but I doubt Napoleon ever said anything like that. Unless, of course, it's because you mean it's spelled the same way forwards as it is backwards. Is that what you mean? Oh, what do they call those? A palindrome?
I really don't know what they call it.
Well, I know another one. Madam, I'm Adam.
I doubt that he ever said that. Okay. Here are 3 telephone numbers, which I repeat only once. You try to repeat them after me. Ready?
Yes.
Plaza 6, 3391, Murray Hill 1, 1051, and Plaza 6, 3931.
Plaza 6, 3391, Murray Hill 11051, and Plaza 6, 3931.
Now, would you mind explaining to me how you got them all correct?
Well, it's quite easy, really. The first one is Plaza 6 with the bank failure reversed. The second is Murray Hill 1 with 15 years before the start of the Norman conquest. And the third is the same as the first, but with the third and fourth numbers transposed. But there's something terribly wrong with that question.
Really?
I don't think there was any Plaza 6 exchanges.
Okay, before I give you the next question, I must warn you that it contains a trick. And in order to see into the trick, I give you 2 words of advice. Never assume.
Never assume.
Ready? A detective broke into an apartment and found Harry and Grace lying on the floor dead. Beside them was a small pool of water and some fragments of broken glass. Above them, on a sofa, looking down at them, was a pet cat, its back arched. The detective concluded, without further investigation, that the victims had died of strangulation. How was this conclusion possible?
Never assume.
Never assume.
Well, the only thing that I'm assuming is, no, that's silly. Were Harry and Grace? No. Were Harry and Grace goldfish?
Well, I think we'll just abandon this now.
No. I'm having fun. Please.
That wasn't quite the point of it.
Well, then, what's my grade?
We don't grade them.
Then why do you give the test?
We have a general classification table with personality categories such as slow, alert, totally receptive, and total recall.
And where am I?
I've never had anybody quite like you before. We have an extreme classification I've never used, but it has to apply to you.
Well, what is that?
Freak!
How does this mistletoe look, girls? I thought we'd hang it above the door so if anything good drifts in, we could grab him.
Why don't you wear it in your hair?
Do you girls realize this may be the last Christmas party we might throw here?
So let's make it good.
Oh, don't talk like that. It's bad luck to talk like that. It's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Well, if we do get canned, I have it on absolutely unimpeachable authority that there is going to be an economic recession.
Oh, unimpeachable authority. She means Walter Lippmann.
And when it does recede, it's going to go so far back they'll never be able to get it out again. You can laugh, but I understand. Thousands of people are going to be out of work due to these electronic brains.
Is a recession any worse than a depression?
Well, a recession is when your girlfriend loses her job. A depression is when you lose yours.
Well, it probably takes some months to install those computers. They might not even put it in here anyway.
Anyway, even if they do, Bunny says it won't work out. It can't do our jobs.
Well, that's what they said in payroll and accounting. And where are they now?
Merry Christmas, girls.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Want a drink?
No thanks.
Well, when you're finished, do come join us.
Thanks. I still have one or two things to clean up before I can start celebrating. What is company policy here on Christmas parties?
Oh, anything goes, as long as we don't lock the doors.
I guess there won't be much work done in here today.
Oh, we never work in here. This is our play pit.
Is Miss Watson around?
Not at the moment.
Oh, well, I just wanted to have a look at next year's budget.
On Christmas Eve?
Yes, exactly 1 week from the first of the year when the board of directors meet.
What are those pills he keeps taking anyway?
Anger pills.
You notice he never takes his coat off? You think maybe he's a robot?
A reference department, Merry Christmas, Miss Costello. Do you have a pencil? Then take this information down and file it away somewhere. You people call up here every year asking for the same information. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. You're welcome.
They're running true to form. About 4 o'clock, they'll be calling down for the complete text of Visit from St. Nick.
Have another drink, Peg. Oh, it's a little early for me, but I won't let you drink alone.
Merry Christmas,
Oh,
girls.
Bunny, Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, the tree looks beautiful. I always told you the old-fashioned kind
Here's
of the
the
prettiest.
milk, and here is your bread.
Thanks, Kenny.
Anytime.
Oh, look, mistletoe. Have you had any luck yet?
Oh, the only thing that's come in since we hung it is Mr. Richard Sumner.
Oh. Ready? Well, here's that for you. Would you be a dear and put these in my office? Thank you. Alrighty. So this here has the food in it, and this, well, This is for laughs. I've had a few laughs already. Do you know what I was doing at 2 this morning? I was frying chicken. It's kind of fun cooking at night. Oh, isn't it exciting? The streets are mobbed, and Joe, the elevator man, I think he started his party a little early. Oh, would you put that under the tree for me, Sadel? And what are these little blue cards?
Oh, new telephone extension numbers. They'll be changed after the first of the year. This one's yours, and that one's Peg's.
1930. Well, that will be easy to remember. 1930, the year I was born.
More cards.
Oh, thanks, Kenny. Oh, and here, from the reference department to you. Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Did they give you anything over in legal? Oh, well, last year I told the mail boy we had to go over and make a big show of what we gave him, and it worked. They met our figure. Do you have a nice crisp $5 bill?
Let me check.
Perfect. Add that to it. Catch on? And then come to our party later. Oh. These are really good, Peg.
Well, of course they are. None of that ready-made cookie mix in there. That's all butter.
Oh, Ruthie, help me with these things.
So, this is the dress you're talking about. It gives you that line.
What line?
Oh, you know this one right here?
Oh, yes, I insist on having that line.
Of course, if you didn't have that line, you might as well stay home.
Bunny, have you heard anything from Abe?
Well, he sent me a little card when he got there.
Well, did he say anything about talking to Mr. Azai on whether they're going to put an electronic brain in here?
No. But I did some digging of my own, and I found out that they need the report and recommendation of a Mr. Richard Sumner. Pardon the expression.
Well, you know what that's going to be.
Oh, never assume.
Still, I sure would feel a lot better if Abe were here. Did he say anything about whether he was coming home for Christmas?
Well, I hope so. I invited everyone to our party, even Mr. Azai's secretary's secretary.
That blonde with the high bust?
Yes, I noticed our Mr. Richard Sumner staring at her over his cottage cheese.
Like uncle, like nephew. The avocado doesn't fall very far from the tree.
Oh, Peg, do you remember her? She sends a Christmas card every year. The same thing, a picture of her and the husband.
I see he hasn't gotten her anything new.
No.
Sorry. Seems to me you're always either coming or going somewhere.
Well, I think that's part of my charm, don't you?
Miss Watson, I stopped by a little earlier, but you weren't in.
Well, I'm sorry I'm late, but it's all right. I have a note from my mother.
You know, I've been asked to make a report on the annual budget for this department and to have it in on Monday morning.
You've been asked to make the report.
Yes.
That was always my job.
Well, I guess they want an objective evaluation this year.
I see.
So, if I may have that budget,
Oh, I don't think it's quite ready yet.
perhaps if your staff didn't start celebrating quite so early.
Ruthie, dear, how are we doing on that budget?
Oh, it's finished.
Oh, it is.
Do you remember how long it took them last year? This year, I did the whole thing in 8 days.
8 days. You did this whole thing in 8 days. 8 days.
God made the world in 7.
No, 6. He rested on the 7th.
Here's what I mean. 18 new requisitions for books on the South American situation, and shelves of them gathering dust back there.
Well, you learn how to stop South American revolutions, and we will stop buying books about them.
Reference department, Miss Meyer. Well, let me check the table of weights and measures. How many pounds in a German ton? That's a European mining term, isn't it?
No. 2,204 pounds, my foot. There's another example of the carelessness I see everywhere. The numbers are transposed. It should be 2,204 40 pounds, like an American long ton.
This is a metric weight.
2,204 pounds. You're welcome.
Are you sure this table is accurate?
Well, all I know is that the Bureau of Standards calls me. Did you ever see such a prima donna in your entire life? And to think I went out and bought him a Christmas present.
You didn't.
I did. A muffler in the colors of the University of Virginia where he went to school.
Oh, well, I just wish you'd go away.
Well, if you want, you can always try my old method.
What's that?
Oh, just grab a blank slip of paper, write his name down on it, and then take it, throw it in an empty desk drawer, and forget about it.
Oh,
Mark my words, he'll be out of here in no time.
I couldn't do that.
Oh, sure you can. It worked for my grandmother in 1914. She wrote down the name of a certain Austrian archduke whose face she didn't quite like. And well, I guess we know the train of events that followed.
Merry Christmas, girls.
Oh,
Merry
Mr.
Christmas.
Cutler.
Abe,
How
you're
dare you.
back.
You didn't think I'd miss the Christmas party, did you? Here, Miss Costello, put these under the tree. From me to you.
Oh, Mr. Cutler, you shouldn't have.
And this is for you, Bunny. Get the symbolism?
Oh, sure, I get it. Overstuffed.
Merry Christmas, ladies.
Oh, Mr.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
To you.
Mr. Corbin over in legal has invited all of you over for a little Christmas cheer.
All right, let's go see what's happening.
That's cute, Abe. I was just telling the girls a little while ago that I was sure you'd be back today.
I wouldn't have missed it, Bunny.
So, would you do the honors?
Of course. Here's to Christmas past, Christmas present.
And Christmas future. So, how was your trip? Any fun in Chicago?
Nope, just business. I hope you like these, Bunny.
Oh, thank you. Here's yours. It's a little bigger. Aren't you going to open it?
You first.
Should I? Oh, Abe, they're lovely, just lovely.
Try them on.
Now you open yours.
Why, it's handsome. I'm going to try this right on.
Oh, Abe, step away from the window. If Peg sees you, she'll start up a collection for the shower.
Quite frankly, I don't care. The whole department's had us married off for the last year or so anyway.
Well, they've succeeded where I failed. Well, I hope you like it, because you're not able to return it. I embroidered these initials on myself.
Well, it's handsome. I may just wear this all day. Bunny, I'd like you to come out with dinner with me tonight for a very special reason.
Oh, what is it?
I'll ask you tonight at dinner, Bunny.
Oh, it's all right. You can ask me now.
I want you to think about it very carefully.
Oh, I'm a quick thinker. Ask me now, Abe. Reference, Miss Watson. Oh, hello, Irene. No, Irene, he isn't. He's on his way up there right now. He actually just left. Yes, Irene, of course. Merry Christmas. You're welcome. They're waiting for you on the 14th floor.
Of course. I'm sorry, Bunny. I knew I should have stopped up there before I came down here.
It's all right. Abe, what were you going to ask me?
Later tonight, Bunny. At dinner.
Oh, Mr. Cutler, you're not leaving now.
I'll be back, don't worry. Save me some food.
Bunny, what'd he get you?
Oh, look.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Let me try.
Would you like some champagne?
Oh, sure. How does champagne go with Bloody Marys, Tom and Jerry's, Four Roses, and martinis?
Fine. They're all the same base. Alcohol.
What are you all jumpy about?
Oh, Peg, you can't breathe a word of this to anyone.
Not a word.
But he asked me.
Bunny, oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. I gotta tell the other girls.
Where are you going?
Well, you've got to have a shower, and I'm gonna be the one to give it.
But it isn't exactly official.
Nonsense. What do you need the most? Linens, underwear, kitchen utensils. You know, I can do any of it.
I'm sorry I asked you.
It won't get out of this department. It's just Ruthie and Sadel. Come on.
No. You know that's...
Oh, looks like they've started the party in legal already.
Yes. Well, we best make appearance for appearance's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take my champagne, because I know they won't have champagne in the legal department.
Busy, busy, busy.
The budget.
Merry Christmas!
And a very fiscal new year.
Reference Department, Mr. Sumner. Hold on a minute. Anyone over there named Elsa?
Elsa! That's me. You calling me?
Is your name Elsa?
Well, that depends.
You're wanted on the phone.
Am I?
The phone is over there.
It'll wait. You stuffy old thing. Executives are supposed to hang out with secretaries at Christmas time, or dance with them, or something. Oh, well. Hello? Hello? He hung up. I wonder who he was. Who are you?
I'm Mr. Azai's nephew.
Oh, well, I'm Mr. Azai's secretary's secretary. Makes practically related. Makes us kissing cousins. Do you want to kiss your cousin?
Are you Elsa?
Well, yes, honey. Who are you?
You're wanted on the phone in the legal department.
Nobody move. I'll be right back. Toodaloo.
There.
Why there?
Ever since you came into this department, I've been promising myself I'd do that someday. And I guess I never would have if it hadn't been for the martinis. I've had martinis.
I can tell.
We should go over to legal. They have barrels of martinis in there.
Yeah, sorry. I have work to do.
Sadel's right. You are a robot.
You know, I bet he hasn't moved since we left. The fuss budget. Oh, pull up a chair, Peg. Have another one, Peg.
See that 1947 was a good year.
Not for me, it wasn't.
Why not?
Oh, that was the year of the blizzard, remember? I had to spend Christmas Day in a train station on Canal Street.
That reminds me. Last night, when I was getting off of the Mexican Avenue bus. What?
Mexican Avenue? You mean the Lexington Avenue?
So I do. The Lexington Avenue bus. Well, there was this gorgeous Coupe de Ville, very distinguished gray-haired man in it. And from the way he looked at me, I could tell, had I been any other kind of girl, it would have been the beginning of a beautiful romance.
What other kind of girl?
Well, the kind of girl that would have gotten in the car with him.
You're not that kind of girl, are you?
Indeed not.
You may be lonely, but more power to you.
I just stood there, rooted to the spot. I was pretending to wait for the Croston when naturally I wasn't at all, and he went round the block, round and around the block. Finally, I got so nervous, you know what I did? I got on the Croston and I rode 3 blocks.
Well, it's been in my experience that when a car is just cruising round and round and around the blocks, it's been my experience that, well, They're just looking for a place to park. No, where's my bag?
What are you looking for?
My bag? I thought I had some of those chlorophyll mints in it.
I hope you don't want chlorophyll mints when you're drinking champagne.
Well, I can't find my bag, so I must not have any.
Maybe he has.
The deficiency expert? Please, I wouldn't please him to ask him for anything.
Oh, I wouldn't ask him the time of day.
I would hope not. Not if I was in my right mind, anyway. I wouldn't even ask him for the fare of the Mexican Avenue bus. Can't you see it? All those peons standing there in their serapes and bare feet, holding on to the straps. and then when the driver gets to Moshulu Parkway, he whips out his guitar. Oh, have some more tequila, Peg. Oh. Come for a ride on the Mexican Avenue bus. It's only a couple of centavos. Si, senor. Cinque centavos. You see, Peg, I only speak pure Castilian. Even the natives don't understand me.
Don't laugh like that. You'll get a stitch in your side.
I guess that's where you'd really like to send me, though.
Oh, Mr. Sumner, you should go and tell me if I should write it. Oh, give me my champagne.
Oh, your drinks are stopped.
Well, it's my champagne. Now give it to me.
Oh, be careful. There's 85 calories in a glass of champagne.
Oh, no. I know a little spot in my neighborhood where I can get it for 65. Oh, Mr. Sumner, let me ask you a question.
Yes?
Now, you don't need to dwell on it or anything, but if there were 7 Chinamen on a train to Las Vegas, and 2 of them were found floating face down in a gold fishbowl, and all you had to identify them were 2 numbers. Plaza 6, 1933, and Columbus 7, 1492. What time did the train get to Palm Springs?
Oh, you're a sketch, Bunny.
Well, you're not so bad yourself, Richard. Oh, would you like some champagne from my private rabbit?
Speaking to me?
Yes.
Thanks. Love to.
Yes. Would you like any ice?
Please.
Perfect. Oh, we have ice. Ice never fails. Here you are. 1 champagne on the rocks.
Thanks. To 2 swell girls.
Oh, not so bad yourself. And here you are, Junior. From the reference department to you. Merry Christmas.
For me?
Yes.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, Merry Christmas is all that's necessary. Aren't you going to open it? It opens this way.
My school. How did you know?
Oh, I might have asked around, and I noticed that you were going without a muffler. And this one is over 6 feet long.
Have you seen this, Peg?
No, that's just handsome.
Isn't it nice?
Handsome. Good wool in that.
I had to do some stepping to find it, too.
Merry Christmas.
Peace on earth and goodwill to men, too.
Come in, everyone.
the
Come
chips.
in. Merry
Welcome,
Christmas. Let's start the
Merry
festivities.
Christmas.
Welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Buddy, you should have been on the 14th floor.
A party!
Wait, where did you get the piano?
Come on, counselor.
your first Mediterranean cruise.
If I don't get up soon, this dress is going to look like an old feather duster, and it isn't even paid for yet. It's silly sitting down there. You should get up too. I don't know why I ever became a party to it.
Say, Miss Costello, do you mind? You don't mind if I say something personal?
Well, no. In fact, I encourage it.
You're a damned attractive woman.
Oh, la. Christmas comes but once a year.
And I wanted to ask you a personal question.
Practically anything at this point.
That ring, it's a beautiful diamond ring.
Oh, you've noticed that, have you? Yes, it is rather nice. I had it made up from 3 smaller rings, from 3 fiancés. And with that stone right there, well, there's quite a story with that one.
You don't say.
Yes, but it's a rather personal story. Who's that? What is she doing here?
Say, miss, do I know you? Hey, Miss Costello!
Hey, Blondie! You better not come wiggling your rear end in here or you'll get a message from me!
Why are you so sad? Oh, you should have been on the 14th floor. They're treading water and champagne up there.
Champagne, huh?
And then I had a drink with that cute Vice President Charlie Forbes. And he's gotten me convinced there's a lot to be said on management's side.
Miss Watson, I just finished the budget. A very good job.
Why, thank you.
And I want to thank you for my lovely present. And I'd like you all to come down to the plaza for a Christmas drink.
Oh, well, I can't. I have someone picking me up. But the girls, I'm sure the girls would love to. Oh, girls, Mr. Summoner just invited all of us out to drinks at the plaza.
I've never been to the plaza before. For sure.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Sumner.
Yes, Miss Warner, what is it?
Well, I was thinking it's awfully close quarters in here. Do you think I can manage?
I think so. Let's not worry about that now. Well, what do you say, girls?
Well, I think we can get the console here. And I can use this little desk for my punch card.
Get away from there, that's mine!
It's all right, Ruthie. We'll get you another desk.
Another desk.
Wait, who is this?
Mr. Sumner.
Miss Warner is our electronics expert. She's going to be in charge of Emerac. We're installing it in here on Monday.
Monday?
Yes. It finally came through from the electronics affiliate. We figure it'll save us in this department alone 6,240 man-hours a year.
So I see you've made your recommendation.
Of course. Actually, though, it's been a foregone conclusion ever since the one in payroll and accounting's been so successful. We're installing them in all the departments where they can be used. Well, girls, shall we go?
No, thanks.
What?
You can keep your plaza.
Well, okay. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Sumner.
Well, old pal, it was nice knowing you.
Come on, Bunny. I'll take you home.
You'll take me home. I'll take you home. But don't worry about me. Abe, he's coming to pick me up.
Well, I'll see you Monday then.
See ya.
Merry Christmas, Bunny.
Oh, baby. Try and have some fun. It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bunny.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Bunny!
Oh, I'm in here, Abe. I'm not quite ready yet. Let me fix my hair.
Your hair's all right, dear.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
How was the party?
oh, it was wonderful. But where were you, Abe? Why were you so late?
Bunny, I've got great news. Mr. Aziz offered me a vice presidency.
Oh, that's wonderful, but you deserve it. You really do.
It's why I couldn't get away.
Everyone congratulating you?
The new floor walker.
Oh, Abe, don't say that. I'm proud of you, really.
Thanks. It's what I wanted. The only problem is it means going out to the coast and setting up a whole new department out there, and, well, I hate the idea of having the whole country between us.
The coast?
Well, it's only 8 hours by plane, and we'll be talking long distance regularly.
Oh, no. Not to me, it won't. I get nervous calling Long Island. I think about how much it's costing, and I dry up.
Well, it's a pretty big move, Bunny, and I wanted to talk it over with you because you're the smartest gal I know.
I am. When do you leave?
We're taking the midnight plane.
On Christmas Eve?
What difference does it make to them upstairs? Bunny, I was thinking, once I get out there and get settled,
And when will that be?
oh, in about 6 weeks, let's get started, shall we? I figured we'd drive out to the airport and have dinner together until my plane goes.
No thanks, Abe. I'm not in the mood for it tonight.
What's come over you, Bunny?
Nothing. Just 7 years, Abe.
What?
7 years of sitting around waiting for Madge to get married, waiting for you to make a decision. I'm tired of it. Frankly, I am very tired of it.
This doesn't sound like you, Bunny.
I know it doesn't sound like me to me either, but it just came out, and I'm glad it did. You've been hiding behind Madge your whole life. I think it's because you can't make a decision. You won't make a decision.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. It is true, whether you realize it or not.
Okay, fine. If that's the way you want it.
That's just the way I want it. I guess I felt like this for a long time, Abe.
Okay, Bunny. Okay. If that's the way you want it. Goodbye.
Good luck, Abe. Reference, Miss Watson? Yes, I can. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. All the stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there.
Good girl, good girl.
Well, here we are, gentlemen. Emirac, the modern miracle. Miss Warner, this is Mr. Ferris of Business Week. He's doing a story on Emmy, the machine that takes the pause quotient out of the work-man-hour relationship.
How do you do?
Miss Warner's been with Emmy since its birth, since the first tiny cell received its first electronic impulse.
Yes, I have indeed. Yes, I have.
And she can tell you all you need to know. Will you oblige, Miss Warner?
Well, do you see all those books out there and up there? Every fact in every one of them has been fed into Emmy's brain. For instance, in these few cards here are the entire works of William Shakespeare in code. These cards create electronic impulses, which the machine accepts and retains. And then, if at any future date we want a quotation from Shakespeare, I simply type out the information here, and Emmy goes into action, and the answer comes out here.
And you want me to tell our readers that it never makes a mistake?
Only if the human element makes a mistake first. For instance, if I fed it a piece of false information, such as Jefferson was our first president, the machine would come back with two answers to the question, who was our first president, Washington and Jefferson. Then I would correct it, and I would say, no, Jefferson was not our first president. And then, if I tried to convince the machine that Jefferson was the first president, it would continue to reject the information and act up and make a lot of noise.
We feel that the brain will save us in this department alone 6,240 man-hours a year.
Miss Warner, we'd like to get your picture in front of Emmerich. Mike, would you set her up, please? And now we'd like to get a picture of both of you.
What would you like me to do?
How about just shake hands?
Good. And now I want to show you the machine we've installed in payroll.
Yes. These are the next to the last magnetic circuit. In a few moments, we will be ready to go.
Isn't that thrilling? It's this little dial that interests me the most. Clear. What's that do?
Oh, we try never to use that key.
Oh, why not?
Well, it's too technical to explain to the lay mind. But Miss Emmy doesn't like it. She's liable to act up and make a lot of noise.
Miss Emmy, my eye.
Here's Bartlett's quotations complete.
Oh, good. Oh, it's so dusty back there in the stacks. I don't know how you manage. One thing Emmerich doesn't like at all, not at all, is a speck of dust. Do you, Miss Emmy?
Dust, huh?
Did Kenny bring them yet, girls?
No.
What's taking them so long?
Don't worry. You'll get yours.
I know, I've seen them. They're about so big, they're pink, they're very polite, but what it all comes down to is goodbye and don't slam the door on your way out.
But he's still here?
For the moment.
And where's Emmy's mother? Well, I guess you realize the only reason they put this machine in here is because they think it is faster and more accurate than we could ever be.
Do you think it might be?
No, I don't think it is.
Can't we slip it a Mickey thin?
No.
Emmerich is now prepared to deal with the whole reference library.
Miss Warner, here's a little item I was wondering if Emmy could solve.
Let me see. How much damage is done annually to American forests by the spruce bud worm?
Oh, don't do that. You'll be here till tomorrow morning. I have 3 folders this thick on the subject. I had to borrow a calculating machine just to add up the damage done in California alone. It's $138 million.
Here's your answer. $138,464.75.
What's all this? It's giving us the number, genus, and order in natural history. Oh, really?
Peg, do you have any gum?
Paychecks, everybody.
Oh. Thanks, Kenny. Ruthie? Sadel? Peg?
You open yours first, Peg.
Not me. Sadel?
Oh, who's afraid? And look at that. They took out for Blue Cross again this week.
Oh, boss.
That's it.
Oh, baby, don't worry. There's plenty of jobs, so they tell me.
No matter how you prepare yourself, it's always a blow.
Well, there goes 10 years of seniority. Now that I've got it, I feel better, though. At least I can stop worrying about the whole thing.
2 weeks' pay. How long does it take before you can collect unemployment insurance?
2 weeks. I looked it up.
2 weeks? Oh, well, I'll be out of my apartment in 2 weeks.
Oh, it's all right, Ruthie. You can come stay with me. You can sleep on the daybed.
Oh, I couldn't, Bunny.
Oh, sure you can. It's foam rubber. All right, girls. Let's not get too maudlin. We'll show this bunch. We will start our own network. Let's clear out our desks. And then we'll go down to the luncheonette and get a thick double malted on me. And who cares about the calories?
But to think of the way that I defended this company.
The network with a heart.
Heart of solid duraluminum.
Does anybody need a glove? It's black. Goes with anything?
I don't understand it. They've always been so nice to me.
What am I bothering with all this junk anyway?
Well, that's done. And now that I'm ready, I'm dying to get out of here.
What are all these slips of paper? Richard Sumner, Richard Sumner, Richard Sumner, Richard Sumner? My old method didn't work, huh?
No.
Oh, here's one. Peg Costello.
I didn't mean anything by it, Peg. It was just one of those days.
Oh, think nothing of it, Ruthie. Here's yours.
Well, I think in spite of everything, we got along better than most girls, don't you?
Yes, even if we do get jobs, we won't be together. I'll miss you all so terribly.
Oh, it's all right. We'll get together annual, just like the Ziegfeld girls.
Right. Well, I think I'm ready. That's it.
Well, it's gonna take a moving van to get me out.
Oh, I'll help you, Bunny.
All the junk I've collected
me
in
too.
11 years. What am I gonna do with my philodendron? Oh, I know. I'll dump all my plant food in it and then head it towards Emmy. Oh, this top shelf of books belongs to me personally. Oh, I'll deal with my mother's picture, though. I wish I had her nose. All that junk in there can just get thrown out. Oh, look, my diploma. Good old Columbia. It wasn't much, but it sure was home.
Oh, that's my phone.
Well, Emmy girl, don't just stand there. Answer it.
Shouldn't somebody be answering that phone?
Oh, yes, dear. Go right ahead.
Hello? Oh? Oh? Huh? Huh? Does the king of the what drive an automobile? The Watusis? What are Watusis? King Solomon's mines? Oh, the tall natives that were in the movie. Does the king of the Watusis drive an automobile? Well, where would I find that? The Herald Tribune? Hold the phone, please. Hold the phone. Hello? Yes? I don't understand the question. What are you saying? Oh, Mr. Sumner, would you take this, please? I'm on the other phone.
Certainly. Where is everybody?
Oh, we're right here, Mr. Sumner.
Huh? Hello? What's the question? Corfu, Miss Warner. All classified information on Corfu.
Yes, sir.
Herald Tribune, November 10, 1950, page 39. You'll have to prove this, Miss Warner. It's just giving us the classification.
I'm getting it, sir.
Wrong. That's wrong information.
What?
They're looking for something from Art Buchwald's column. In the meantime, someone is still holding the line.
Hold on. We're getting that information.
Tribune Index, back copies last fall. Let's show 'em what people can do.
November 10, 1950.
Oh, I know what you'll get with that date. You'll get a review of the movie King Solomon's Mines.
The other phone, Mr. Sumner.
What's the matter with everybody here?
As if you didn't know.
We're getting the Corfu information for you. Hold on. Corfu, Miss Warner.
I'm getting it, sir.
Metro Golden Mare has come up with taken its color cameras into Kenya, East Africa, and come up with a whopping good film.
Yes, I could see that picture again.
Wrong classification, Miss Warner.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, how are we doing on Corfu? Introduced into England by William the Conqueror, a bell rang every evening?
Not curfew, Miss Warner. Corfu.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't understand the spelling.
Sadel, give him Corfu.
The island of Corfu is an island off the coast of Albania, near the mouth of the Adriatic. The scenery is beautiful, the climate is pleasant, the soil is fertile. The population is about 35,000 Greek citizens, and the capital is also called Corfu, and it's located on a high promontory about 30,000 feet above sea level. And it is spelled C-O-R-F-U. You're welcome.
Let's see what little Emmy has to say. Hello? Oh, it's the poem Curfew Must Not Ring Tonight. Isn't that nice? Cromwell will not come till sunset, and her lips grew strangely white as she breathed a husky whisper, curfew must not ring tonight.
Can't you clear it?
Pale her eyes and wild her features, as within her secret bosom Bessie made a solemn vow.
Miss Warner, listen to me.
Oh, she had listened as the judge has read, without sigh or tear, at the ringing of the curfew, Basil Underwood must die.
When will it be finished?
Oh, that old poem, it still has about 80 stanzas to go. Now, where were we?
She has reached the topmost ladder.
O'er her hangs the great dark bell, awful is the gloom beneath her, like the pathway down to hell. Lo, the ponderous tongue is swinging, 'tis the hour of curfew now, and it had chilled her bosom and paled her brow. Oh, shall she let it ring? No, never! Flash her eyes with sudden light as she springs and grasps it firmly. Curfew must not ring tonight. Oh, they hung up. And I know another one.
Can't you clear it?
I've got it. Hello? Yes, the king of the Watutsis does drive a specially built 1954 Pontiac. He bought it with money he made acting in the film. You're welcome.
What the devil are you laughing at? What's it doing now?
It's still reviewing the movie for us. Did no one here not see the picture?
Clear the machine, Miss Warner.
Clear it, sir.
Oh, it's all right, Miss Warner. You can clear it.
Did you clear it?
I don't know. It's the entire magnetic circuit can get thrown.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe curfew finally rang.
Dang fool incompetence. The human element.
Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, forgive me. Oh, the strain. It must be the strain.
Why, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
What's the matter with it? What's that noise?
Oh, here, Richard, just let me.
Looks like Tong were in China.
What's that in your hand?
It's a hairpin. I can do almost anything with a hairpin.
How did you?
Oh, you forget. I know one or two things about these girls. All that research, remember?
Oh, hey, ask it when they'll invent a machine to replace it.
Oh no, if we do that, Emmy will just act up and make a lot of noise.
I warned you against this. We will not tolerate older employees pulling their seniority on the machine.
Anyone who thinks this machine can run this department is just plain screwy. And you're a very silly boy, Richard, with a lot to learn.
And you're just a unreconstructed old maid.
Oh, that's it, you robot! Come on, Bunny. What about that double malted?
Sure.
Now wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Answer that phone.
You forget, Mr. Sumner. We no longer work here.
What?
I suppose this isn't your doing?
What's this?
The pink slip. Dishonorable discharge.
I don't understand. What happened? What did you do?
Oh, what did we do? Somebody hand me a blunt object. What did we do?
The hypocrite, first he fires us and then he has the nerve. Really?
I had nothing to do with this. Nothing at all.
Miss Watson, this is my last pickup,
Oh,
so I better say goodbye.
Oh, Kenny, not you too.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm going to look into this.
Good night, sweet prince.
Hello? I want to speak to my uncle. Mr. Azai, that's who. Hello, Uncle Arthur? This is Richard. I just got my pay envelope, and I got a pink slip in it. You what? He says, what the heck am I yelling about? He got one too.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Emmerich, down in payroll. Some mistake.
What mistake?
It fired everybody in the building.
Oh, little Emmy, your sister, she's gonna get it.
So we're not fired, Mr. Sumner?
No, nobody's fired.
Oh boy, that was a close shave.
Now, wait a minute. If we're not fired, what was going to happen when Emmy took over the department?
It was not meant to replace you. It was never intended to take over. It was installed to do the daily mechanical routine and free your time for research.
Then why didn't anyone say so?
Did anyone ever ask? It's such a closed shop in here. You may not be organized, but you sure have a union. You're all great researchers down here. Ruthie, Peg, and Sadel are all expert researchers. And you.
Oh, I know. I'm a freak.
And Bunny, Miss Watson, I want to apologize for everything I said in the heat of the moment.
I think we all should, Richard.
Reference, Miss Costello. I think it's theoretical, actually.
What is?
Bunny, what's the total weight of the Earth?
Oh, pure theory. It must be. Who wants to know?
Promotion.
Tell them you'll call them back.
We're going to have to ring you back on that one.
You know, that's the kind of thing that could take weeks, months to figure out. I wonder.
You might as well try.
Okay. So let's see. Just. There we go. And type out what is the total weight of the Earth? There we go. Why, hello. It's asking me a question.
What's the question?
With or without people?
Oh, girls, I'm going to take you all out to lunch. A long one, with 3 martinis each.
Oh, you girls go on ahead. I'll mind the store.
Well, personally, I always did say he was such a very nice man at heart.
Maybe we should hit him up for that raise.
After the 3rd martini.
Interoffice communication from Abelard L. Cutler, Vice President in charge of Promotion and Publicity, Los Angeles office, to Miss Bonita Watson. Miss Watson, will you kindly forward all the microfilm records of your department's operation for this year? I wanted to call you several times during the past month, but I know how you feel about talking long distance. Bunny, I felt very bad about leaving the way I did. We were always such good friends. I thought I understood you, and that you understood me. But after the way you told me off, I'm not so sure. I don't mind telling you
Reference,
that
Miss
I was
Watson.
very upset that night.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's someone else on the
I've
other
decided
phone.
that we shouldn't let this interfere with our business
Would you be able to
relations.
call me back?
Now listen to me carefully, Bunny. I've asked Mr. Azai to transfer you out here. I know it involves a big decision for you, but if you do make up your mind to come, arrange for your transportation with Mr. Cleveland. Wire me your flight number, and I will meet you at the airport. And the first thing I'm going to ask you when you get off the plane, the first thing I'm going to ask you when you get off the plane is, will you marry me? I should have done this a long time ago, but I just didn't have enough sense. Interoffice communication from Abelard L. Cutler, Vice President in charge of Promotion and Publicity.